We're going to be setting up scan to folder on a Mac. Now there's two videos. One is where we create a second local user account specifically for the copier to use so we don't have password issues in the future. This one is where we're going to use the actual user account for the Mac. A couple things to keep in mind: if you ever change your password for your Mac, you will need to go into the copier settings in the address area and change that password. And we'll talk about that a little bit more here in a second. First, let's go ahead and create a folder we want to scan to. Then what we want to do is we want to go to your system preferences. And we're going to click on sharing. We want to make sure file sharing is checked. And here in the shared folders, we're going to click the plus sign. And we're going to go to where the scans folder is, which in this case, it's on the desktop. We click the scans folder, click add. If you highlight that folder, you want to make sure that the folks who needs permissions are listed right here. Go ahead and click on the options, make sure that the account is listed here. Click done, and you can close this out. Pretty simple. What we want to do now is go into the copier. Let's go back to file sharing for a second. Now, when we were in here, one of the things we should have noted was the IP address of the Mac that we're currently using. So 10.250.56.161 is the IP address for this Mac. And that's what we'll use when we set up the button. Now, you can use the Mac name, and in certain circumstances it works depending on the DNS settings on the copier. But the IP address works fine. The only issue with using the IP address, if you have a power outage or something that causes your IP address to change, you will have to go into the address button and change that as well as if you have to ever change your password. So just wanted to point that out. You need to know this IP address. So let's go back into the copier here. Okay, so this is a Konica Minolta BizHub C308. We're going to go to store address. We're going to click on new registration. We're going to select SMB. We're going to name the button. We're going to index it, and we'll go ahead and put it on the main screen. Here we're going to put in that IP address. And the folder path, in this case, it's just scans. That's where we're sharing it from. And it will use the user ID, which is your Mac logon. Then we click OK. Okay, and we will go and send a test print, see if it scans. Okay, so I just went and sent a scan. We'll minimize this web interface here. We'll go into the scans folder, and there the scan job is. Double click on it and make sure it opens, and there you have it. So you can rename the file or do whatever it is you need to do with it. So if you have any questions, shoot us an email, let us know, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.